that time they were spreading all over my face, they were going kwa mikono zangu, so mwili haikuwa inanishtua sana because at least unavaa nguo mtu aioni, but the ones that were on my face, there's nothing you could do.
Hi Janet.
Hi.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana na asante sana kwa fursa na nafasi.
Did you know that this song Napokea Kwako would become as big as it got?
First of all, it was the very first song that I ever did.
Yeah.
Very song, and I must say people received it actually very well, and it became a blessing in many people's lives. I mean, like it was like a surprise to me, because remember, it was my very first time in the studio, very first time shooting a video, and very first time in this gospel industry, and at the same time my very first time joining the ministry.
You look so beautiful and well put together. One would be forgiven to think that you have no problems. You've got the money, you've got the clothes, you've got the husband, the children. But I know that everybody faces challenges. Is there a testimony that you can encourage someone with who is looking at you and thinking, I wish I was like Janet, she has no problems?
First of all, I must say we are living in the world. We are not living in heaven. We are living in the world, and the world is a place where people encounter different things. You know, problems are there, sickness is there, you know, heartbreak is there. There are so many things that actually is happening in the world. So if somebody would say that, mimi kila kitu iko nywe, kila kitu iko vizuri sana, you know, life is a walk in the park. It is no, that's not true. Even as a lot of people might look at me, vile unasema, you see I'm all put together, looking wonderful and all those things, but we are living by grace, and the way you see me, I'm a product of grace kutoka kwa Mungu. I have met so many things in life. I have gone through difficulties that any other person, everybody might have gone through. I've seen what suffering is all about. I've seen lacking, like when I lack something, so many things in life. I've gone through that. I've lived in poverty, you know, like in poverty, ile shida kabisa. I've gone through that, and until mpaka nifike mahali nimefika, God has really worked so many things in my life. Particularly, I'm going to give a testimony on something that happened to me in the year that must have been 2018, towards 2017, towards when we were joining 2018. I met with something that I never knew itanifikia. I went to minister somewhere, and I was seated in front of a mirror, and I saw some dotted things. They were very tiny, little, very, very tiny. And I was like, what are these things I'm seeing on my face? I took it lightly. But when I went back home, I slept. And the following day when I woke up, the things that I saw very tiny became so big, until I was wondering what is going on. And I looked at my body, and they were all over. And I went to see a doctor, and the doctor told me that kuna hizi vitu zinaitwa vitiligo coming kuja kwa mwili yangu. And I started asking myself, why me? Why the time that I'm really, you know, when you are very deep into whatever you're doing? I'm a minister, I travel a lot, I get to stand in front of people, I do so many things for God, and why me at this time? So that thing really put ilinipitisha kwa a lot, like it was ilinipatia shida. That's what I can say, that because I couldn't go to studio, I couldn't shoot a video, I couldn't go to minister because of ile kitu yenye huja accept, because you know you are dotted everywhere, white kila mahali. And I asked the doctor, and the doctor said, no, si vitu zinaweza tibiwa, hawezi kuzitibu. And I said, I'm going to live this way for the rest of my life. Hiyo kitu iliniumiza sana. I stopped singing for that whole year. I wasn't doing any music. I think I kept quiet for probably 2 years. Sifanyi music. I'm not going to do ministration. I'm not going to minister into different churches the way I used to do it. But then I kept on praying, and I was telling God, this is the time that, you know, I'm really working for you, and things are coming up together for your own glory. how could you allow something like this to happen to me? And ilikuwa inaniumiza sana, because God is a wonderful God and is a mighty God, is a big God, that anything haiwezi kumpata by surprise. So I'm asking God that this thing inanifanyikia, you know, and you knew. Please, Mungu nisaidie, because I was crying every day, seated on my bed, just crying every day, not leaving my house, not going anywhere. By that time, they were spreading all over my face. They were going kwa mikono zangu. So mwili haikuwa inanishtua sana, because at least unavaa nguo mtu aioni, but the ones that were on my face, there's nothing you could do. So I started praying about it, and also somebody advised me that there's this, you know, Indian doctors wanajua kutibu these things, wanajua so many things. I said, I'm going to try this, nione kama itanisaidia. So I got in communication with this person, angeweza kunitumia hizo dawa ya kumeza and all that. But above all, I had put my trust in God, and I said, God, I'm just putting my trust in you. Hakuna kitu naweza fanya with this thing. I'm putting my trust in you. And to my surprise, this thing started going slowly, just slowly, one by one. And I could wake up and put moja inaanza kufade pole pole, ingine inaanza pole hivyo pole, and slowly and by slowly these things went. Na zilichukua a bit of time, but then Mungu alinisaidia. God really helped me, and I went through this thing. But it was a very, when I'm saying it like this, inakaa ni kitu kidogo sana, but it was a very tough moment for me, because everything, the ministry and everything that I was doing came to a standstill. So I would want to talk to somebody out there, just to let them know that it doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter the situation. There are things that you're going through that you feel like God has forgotten about you completely. I want to tell you that God is a faithful God and a wonderful God. And when he says he cares, he doesn't just care about some area of your life. He cares about every area of your life. Be it school, be it sickness, be it whatever you are trusting God to do for you. I know God is a wonderful God, and during him, I mean, like kwa due time yake, he is going to do it for you. And even if he doesn't do it immediately, he has a reason, and he knows when the time is best for him to do it. And that's why we always say God's time is best. He knows the time. All I need from you is just to have patience and to wait, because once you tell him, his ears are not there.
Janet, you mentioned something about facing poverty and lack, and you know, it's almost unbelievable that you faced any poverty. Would you share with us just a little bit of your experience in poverty?
Poverty, you know, I'm just, mimi ni mwananchi, mimi ni mtu tu kama kila mtu wa kawaida, you know. I was born kule mashambani, raised kule mashambani. Tumekosa hizo machakula, tumekosa hizo school fees, tulikosa all those beautiful things. We literally struggled to get food. We literally struggled to get school fees. So maybe somebody looks at me right now and said, hawa ni wale wase.
Yeah.
Hawa Mungu aliwapenda kutoka mwanzo, hawajawahi pitia shida. Let me tell you, my friend, shida tumeziona, tumezijua, and that's why mimi nothing surprises me in life. Whether there is money, whether there is no money, whether I meet somebody mwenye ako kule deep kwa kukosa kabisa, whether I'm seeing somebody that they're just flying with a helicopter, I'm just seeing everybody wananikalia tu same, because all these things nimewahi pitia, and I know it's not permanent.
You have a new song, it's called Unconditional Love. You've done it very differently from most of your music. Tell us how the song was created. What inspired that song?
This song was inspired by the life, you know, the normal life that I see around. God's love is not like human being. Human being, akikupenda, my sister, I'm telling you, wanakuanga na conditions, and their love is not forever. When they say they love you, it's either there's something they need from you. That's what they mean when they love you. But if there is nothing, they will change. Actually, hautaamini kama ni the same person ambayo ulikuwa unajua, simply because they wanted something but they cannot get it. And the love ya human being inanyaukaga, inaishaga haraka sana. God's love is unconditional. It doesn't matter wewe ni muuaji, wewe ni unafanya ushirati, unafanya nini. No. Love yake, there's nothing that you will do to reduce God's love for you. It's always constant. It doesn't matter what you've done.
Wow, that's powerful. That's amazing. Thank you for that encouragement. I'm also trusting in God for something, and you've encouraged me with your testimony. I know that one day I'll also come and give a testimony on that. Where can people find you?
I'm on all social media platforms. I'm going to start with Instagram at Janet Otieno KE. That is Instagram at Janet Otieno KE. And on Twitter, I'm at Janet Otieno KE as well. On Facebook, whether you type Janet Otieno or at Janet Otieno KE, you will still find me. So my handle is basically Janet at Janet Otieno KE, and you will find me everywhere.
Hi guys, this is Pitson Legrand. Please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to leave a comment.